You guys hear me okay? Well, just like anything, man, I mean, this one hurts, but I still thank Jesus in all things. I'm thankful to be able to be a part of this amazing team, thankful to be a part of this amazing program and have an impact on these kids in all things, more than just football. And tonight was hard, man. That's frustrating. As a competitor, that hurts, man. You see the work our guys have put in from January to now, and we got beat in all three phases. I mean, that happened. And hats off to Coach Golish, his staff, his players. I mean, from special teams to offense to defense, they beat us up. And that's, like I said, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. They got a really good team, and they did a really good job against us tonight. Now, I also know, and coaches will say this, but I truly believe in my heart we're way better than we played tonight. And as the head coach, I take full responsibility for how tonight went, for how our guys played, for how they operated and executed in critical moments. And that's on me. And I got to go back to look at how we can learn and grow from this. No matter win or lose, you have to learn and grow from week 1 to week 2. That's where you grow the most. Obviously, man, it's much better to learn from a win. That didn't happen tonight. And once again, that's on me to make sure we get it fixed. And we're going to look at it, watch the film, look how we prep for it, look what some things we did prior to the game. We're going to fix it. That's the beautiful thing about this game is there's answers, right? If we don't play well in a certain phase or things went wrong, we got to fix it. We're problem solvers. I'm not a problem pointer. It's on me. We're going to get it fixed. And we got a great staff, and we have a phenomenal group of players that I know is hungry to learn from this, right? You look at the game. I mean, we come out, get our touchdown first. We come out of down 3 points, I think it was, in the second half, and we've been a team that can wear a team out and win the second half. We got shut out in the second half offensively, and they put up a bunch of points. So hats off to them. We didn't do what we went in here to do, and that is on me to make sure we get it fixed. We didn't execute in critical moments, didn't win third and fourth down really much on either side of the ball. We lost the turnover margin. We didn't tackle well. They had a huge explosive play on punt. And so these are the things going into the game. We talked going into this game. Game 1 is about winning the turnover margin, which we did not do. Secondly, who's going to break tackles, who's going to make tackles. Without watching the film, I'm going to tell you they did a better job breaking tackles, and we didn't make enough tackles. And then finally, who's going to make an impact play on special teams? They did, right? We got a big-time stop by our defense, 4th and 6. They did a great – we didn't execute. That's on me. And they got a big-time play on punt, the fake punt to score, right? So that flipped the tide, and we didn't find a way to come back from that. Once again, that's on me. A huge learning moment. It hurts. I take full responsibility. That's the cliche thing to say I do. It hurts my heart. I love this team. I love Bronco Nation. How we played tonight was not by any means up to the standard. I know we're going to grow from it. So with that being said, any questions?
A lot of the things you're bringing up are also issues at times last year.
Yeah.
Special teams and tackling and big explosive passing plays and how much more frustrating they get.
Yeah, BJ, it hurts. I mean, even if it wasn't something we struggled with last year, it still hurts, right? I mean, this is a new team, a new season, and things that I really do, we stress, we worked hard, but we didn't do a good enough job. I'm not sitting here saying that we did. Obviously, we are judged on what happens 12 nights a year. This was a huge one, and it didn't go our way, and that's on me. So we got to look at, once again, what are we missing? Was the moment, did our guys, were they too hyped at times? I got to look at all those things holistically, from the top down to play calls to what are we training? What are our players good at? Are we getting our best players the ball? How is tackling? We're going to look at it all. We're going to take, we have a phenomenal staff that I believe in. I trust them. And we have everything it takes. We didn't execute well enough tonight. That's it. And that's on me. And in the things you brought up, BJ, are things that we struggled with last year. We were able to overcome them and win games even though they showed up. That didn't happen tonight. And we got to get that fixed.
That fake punt, was that just a matter of you guys realizing it was the back quarterback and you're too late?
Yeah, we didn't see that in time, and that's on me. And in that situation, that's a fake area of the field, right? In the 40s is a fake area of the field. And we didn't execute the right way. And once again, that is not on Coach Collins. It's not on the players. That is on me not getting our guys ready to execute in that moment.
What's your message to the team as they got back into the locker room and regroup ahead of the home opener next week?
Yeah, we got to learn and grow. And it was going to be my message if we won, too, right? How do we learn from week 1 to week 2? Because that's life and that is football. And I told them the same thing. Top 25, everybody's talking about you. And I said, I didn't care when people told us how good we are. I sure don't care when people talk about how bad we are now. I don't care, never will, right? I care about developing these young men. And I know the more they develop as young men, they're going to be better football players. I know as coaches, we got to grow and develop, and we're going to make sure they're in better spots than they were tonight. So we got to learn and grow from week 1. We still have everything in front of us, and it's not a pump-up speech. It's the truth, right? We got to learn from this game. This one hurts. These are one of those games that you work your tail off as an entire administration, athletics department, university to get ready for, and we didn't perform. That's on me, and we're going to learn and grow from that.
Last year, especially on offense, you guys knew your identity, and when times got tough, like you knew you were getting the ball.
Yeah.
How much do you guys kind of need to establish that to find who's going to get you out of that hole?
Yeah, we're going to look at it, Jay, and we got to figure out, how can we be more efficient? How can we run the ball effectively? How can we make sure we're smart with the rock? We had two fumbles today that can't happen. So we're going to look at it holistically, Jay, and there's going to be some good on film too, right? I mean, there's going to be some things I know we can build on, some plays that guys made, and we got to figure out more and less about quote unquote identity. We just have to execute, right? There's too many missed here, false start here, right? Things that just hurt you that. And once again, that's us as coaches. Start with me. So we're going to look at that.
Just with the running game, not even comparing to last year, but just the fumbles and not many explosive plays. I assume you're not too pleased with what you saw.
Yeah, guys, I mean, please don't get it twisted. I'm not pleased in any part of how we play tonight in any phase, right? But we will get it fixed. And as a coach, it's always the balance, right? Things are going good. Winning can be a great deodorant, right? And we keep talking about last year. Last year's old news. I mean, there were some games we won last year that we didn't play well, but we found a way to win. Good teams do. We didn't tonight. I do believe we're a really good team. But right now we're 0-1. And we just went on the road and got our ass kicked. That happened. Take ownership of it. To me, it's not about what people think our team is. It's how we learn and grow from this. And we got to look at it in all three phases, and I know our coaches will. I know our players will. I believe in the leadership of this team. And I'm excited where we're going to grow from here.
Especially later in the game as well. You had some fairly short sports and shorts, and you wanted to pass turnovers. I guess I don't want to say not trusting the running backs, but I guess why were you moving the ball?
Yeah, we got to look at it. And obviously going into the game, we had a really good. I believe in the plan we had going to the game. Right, we used the film we had to create a really good plan in all three phases, and it wasn't what we need to use. So we got to look at it to see maybe some things we missed. Start with me. And make sure we put our guys in the right situation.
The penalty on the
Huge. Yeah. I mean, you're going to look at this game, and I'm not going to sit up here and pick because it's a holistic game, but you're going to look at some plays that create momentum, and we didn't execute to get the momentum back, right? You come out, we get a stop to start, the second half. Things don't go our way. Then we get another stop, big-time sack, and then it's not a smart penalty, right? And 15 yards, turns into a touchdown. So you're going to look at these moments that if you win one or two of these, you win the game. But that's across college football. That's no different for us, and we got to find a way to make sure we make the smart decision. We had some penalties tonight that is 100% lack of discipline. I got to look at that, right? Like what are we missing? Who do we need to? How do we got to make sure we get this fixed? We can't be kicking off. We can't have an opponent kick off from the 50 because we're talking after a play. Can't happen. Once again, that's on me. And we're going to make sure that doesn't happen again.
What about Chris Marshall? You guys get down to the goal line, false start, you guys overcome it, gets into the end zone. I guess how big was that play? And then, you weren't able to find him much after that scene.
Yeah, it was a huge moment for him. So glad he was able to score. And then we weren't able to give him the ball later in the game. Going to look and see why. And figure out from protection to the throw to him getting open. We'll look at it, Jay. I mean, he's a playmaker. We got to find and get the ball. We got to make sure Latrell gets his touches. Louder, we got to make sure Malik and Sy get their touches, and we got to be efficient. We had too many third and longs tonight that for a good defense, that's tough. All right, that's tough. So we got to make sure we're efficient on first and second down. So then we hold the cards. To your point, John, then we can run it. Can we throw it? We can be efficient there. No offense is built to be in third and long as much as we are. I don't have the stats on me, but I'm sure it was a good amount.
I think it was that first fourth down you guys missed. It's still a 10-point game midway through the third quarter. Just what was the decision behind that?
Yeah, in a game when it's a two-score game and you're in striking distance, you got to find a way to get touchdowns. And for me, going to a game with a plan every single time, if we're in that 4th and 3, 4th and 4 range, we're going to be ready to be. I want to be on the attack. I want a defense and a team to know we're going to be on the attack. You don't win games by going out there kicking field goals. That's just the reality. Now we have a great field goal kicker, and I trust him. but I want to be on the attack. Just like anything. We make that fourth down, we go score a touchdown, everyone's looking at me like, great decision, right? That's the seat that I'm in. And if I did it again, I'd make the same decision.
You mentioned explosive plays. I know you had the late 31-yard pass to Bates, but you had a 24-yard pass, a 20-yard pass, that was it, and then 14 yards is the longest run.
Yeah.
I know you have faith in this offense, but in terms of not being able to get the explosive plays on.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be explosive on offense. That's why, without looking at the stats, I can promise you it probably wasn't even close tonight, right? They were explosive, and you see that. I mean, our defense did a good job, explosive play breaks, right? Either a missed tackle or the quarterback's loose, and that leads to touchdowns. And on the flip side, we weren't explosive tonight. We were not explosive enough on offense. We got to look and see why. Why? Like play call, who we getting the ball to? Are we efficient enough? We're going to look at that.
Obviously, you never want fumbles, but how much more deflating does it make it when you have a great drive and then they just end up on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, guys, the turnover margin is a huge part of winning football games. If you look at whoever wins the turnover margin and wins the explosive battle, it's like 98% of the time you win the football game, college or NFL. And we lost both those tonight. So without even looking at any other stat, they won the turnover margin, they won the explosive play battle, and that hurts you. So, I mean, turnovers are, you got to find a way to get them on defense. We didn't get any tonight. We got a huge 4th and 1 stop in their territory early in the game, which is huge. But we didn't take the ball away at all, had a lot of opportunities. Ball was on the ground a couple times. We got to find a way to get that on defense, and we did, and they found 2.
Big picture-wise, and I know it's one game, you got 11 left, but you don't get a lot of margin for error
Yeah.
as a group of 5 team when it comes to the playoffs
Yep.
and everything. How do you just kind of look at this loss big picture-wise, and how do you actually work for that for you?
Yeah, really not looking at a big picture, BJ. For me, and it was no different last year when you'd win and everyone tell you what you had to do to make the playoff. For me, this team needs to grow from week 1 to week 2. That's it. And if we can continue to do that week in and week out, we're going to let the chips fall where they may. And I believe in this team, and I believe what we can do. We got a great schedule in front of us, and I know we're still going to get everybody's best. Whoever we play, Boise State's coming to town, and they're going to be ready. And I promise you South Florida was, and obviously we were not. And that's on me as a coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it, fellas.